Alright guys, and welcome to the channel. First of all, I'm Gonny, and today I'm going to break down an efficient herb, tree, fruit tree, berry bush run that you can follow on a daily basis to build your farming levels, and if you want to collect the resources, build up herb lore, doesn't matter. This is an effective way. Now, before we get into it, I will put up on the screen a list of the quest requirements that you need to follow it. So if you do want to pause right now, you can have a look and see if you have the quest done or if there's any you need to do before you actually follow this route. Now, before we actually get into the run, I want to break down a few things that you could have while you're doing this. You don't necessarily need to have it, but it is going to make your life a hell of a lot easier. It's either that or it's going to increase the yield from the patches that you do. The first one in particular is going to be the RD Medium Diaries. This is going to offer you two different teleports, one directly to a herb patch, another directly to a bush patch. Another thing that is going to make your herb runs and bush runs and tree runs a lot better is Ultra Compost. Now, Ultra Compost at the moment on the Grand Exchange only sits around 800 GP. Ever since the update to the Volcanic Ash, it's plummeted in value. If you want to make your own Ultra Compost, it can be beneficial to do compost runs while you're doing the herb runs, because at every single herb patch in the game there is a compost bin that if you put 15 watermelons, which are only worth about 20 GP each, after about 90 minutes you'll get super compost back, and then if you can easily collect the volcanic ash, then you can just add that to the super compost and there you go, boom, ultra compost. Now, ultra compost has two purposes. With the herb patches, it increases your yield by 20%, bringing up your minimal herb per patch from 5 up to 6. Now, if those herbs are worth 1000 GP or more, then you've already made your money back. Another main point that it has though is that it reduces the risk of your patches being diseased to a ratio of about 1 to 10. So 1 in every 10 of your herb patches, if you use Ultra Compost, will be diseased, which is a lot less than what it usually is. Now, the last kind of a quality of life thing that you could have is the magic secateurs. Now, the magic secateurs don't actually have that high a requirement to get. You don't need to have them. That's why I didn't add them into the original quest list. Now, they have quite a good perk for the fact that they increase your yield by about 10% at a variety of different patches, hops, herb patches, bush patches, so they are quite worth getting. And that was kind of the last main thing that you could have just as a little bonus. So doing these runs efficiently, you're going to have your house at Rimington. It is quite beneficial because you save yourself 1 charge on a skills necklace if you do this on World 330, the house party world. You have 32 agility, 35 strength, 35 range, 27 farming at a minimum, 72 preferred, and 51 magic for all of the teleports. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the kind of setup stuff. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so here we have our inventory setup for this. We have 5 different variations of fruit trees. We have one calquat tree, and we have 5 regular trees. We have a variety of different teleports. If you want to save an inventory space, you can use combination runes. 10k coins, just because it is faster to pay whoever's tending the trees to cut down your trees. We have an ectophile, that's going to help us get to one of the herb patches very quickly. We have the teleport crystal, that gets you to a fruit tree quickly. We have our herb seeds and our armor setup. We have graceful, we have most of the graceful. The only difference is we have the RD cloak 2, that's going to offer us 2 different teleports that we're going to use. We have the mithril grapple and the rune crossbow, that's going to give us access to a shortcut. We have the Xerix talisman. We're going to use the Xerix glade teleport to get to one of the herb patches. We have a ring of dueling, but you don't actually need it. It's just in case you want to do some quick banking. You can teleport to Castle Wars. It's just if you like run out of inventory space or you want to go collect something else. But let's get into the actual herb run and the actual route. One other thing I forgot to mention, guys, and put in the video and all the clips and didn't really want to edit it all again. You're going to want to be on the standard spellbook for this, or have the teleport tabs to get around the map. So guys, I'm going to break this up into checkpoints. So starting off, checkpoint 1 is going to be Lumbridge. You're going to head out the western exit of the castle and speak to the leprechaun. Get all the equipment you're going to need for this run. That's going to bring you to your first tree patch. Checkpoint 2, you're going to teleport to Varrock Center, not to the Grand Exchange. Run north, then east, and then you're going to come to your second tree patch. From there, you're going to run west, then north, then into the Grand Exchange, head up towards the Spirit Tree, and you're going to head to the Gnome Stronghold to start. You're going to head east to the first Fruit Tree patch, then you're going to head southwest to the third tree patch. After that, you're going to head back to the Spirit Tree, and you're going to head to the Tree Gnome Village. Once there, you're going to head west again, you're going to speak to Elcroy, follow him, head west again, and you're going to come to another fruit tree patch. That's going to bring you to the end of checkpoint 2. Checkpoint 3, you're going to use the teleportation crystal to another fruit tree patch. Checkpoint 4, you're going to teleport to Camelot. You're going to head east to the Calaby herb patch. Now this is the first time collecting herbs. I took a little bit of time here and I also collected the flowers. So you could really say I stopped to smell the roses. From here you're going to head south, then east again. You're going to come to another fruit tree patch. This is where the rune crossbow and the mithril grapple are going to come in handy. You're going to use this agility shortcut to Tavaly, and that's going to be another regular tree patch. Now this is where you're going to have some options. You can either run to Falador or teleport. I chose to teleport. You're going to head east again. You're going to come to a tree patch. After that, you're going to head out of the garden, head south, and you're going to head out of Falador. Then you're going to continue east until you come to another herb patch. And once again, I stopped and collected some limport roots. And that brings us to the end of checkpoint 4. Checkpoint 5, you're going to use your Xeric's talisman and go to Xeric's Glade, run east, and you're going to come to another herb patch. This one is disease free, that's why I planted the snape grass. I'm just going to leave this snape grass because it takes quite a while to harvest. Use the ectophile to head to Mauritania. This is going to be checkpoint 6. You will automatically refill your ectophile and then you will head out and then west, and then you'll come to another herb patch. Checkpoint 7, you're going to use the Arde farm teleport. This is going to take you straight to the herb farm. Now here you have a choice. You can either run south to Ardoing or teleport. Continue south and charter a boat to Brimhaven. This one only costs 30 GP. From here you will come to the final of the tree runs. Unless you have level 72 farming and a Calquat tree, then you just continue south and then east, and that will take you to the Calquat tree patch, bringing an end to the tree runs and checkpoint 7. From here I use the Arde Monastery teleport and head for the first of the bush patches, and this is checkpoint 8. From here, checkpoint 9, teleport to your house, teleport outside of the house, head west, and then you will come to another bush patch. Once you've collected those, find a max house, then use the ornate teleport jewelry box and head to the farming guild, and that's going to bring you to the final bush patch, herb patch, tree patch, pretty much all of them. This is a good place to finish it off, guys. That took around, I'll say around 18 minutes or so. Right guys, that is going to bring us to the end of the run. You do end up in the Farmers Guild, so if you have either a contract or anything that is on in the Farmers Guild that you can do, it's a really great place, especially if you are quite enjoying farming. I'm going to go do my Hespori kill because it is that time of day again, and I actually find it very enjoyable. Farming's one of those skills that you can do quite passively. As you can see, it doesn't have to take a huge amount of time to get round. If you follow this route, it should only take you around 20 minutes or so. And that was with me doing it quite inefficiently. Didn't have stamina, didn't have anything like that. I just walked some of it and I collected some limpwort roots. I didn't put a massive amount of effort into trying to do this as quickly as possible. So if you can spend 20 minutes a day doing these farm runs, it's going to help you a hell of a lot in terms of the long game. Herblore and farming are quite good to get up, especially if you want to go into doing raiding or solo raiding, it doesn't matter. That's kind of my long-term goal of doing it. And I also you can make a good amount of money from it as well, which is good. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please help me out and like the video. If you have any feedback or any comments about the video, if you have a more efficient route, then by all means comment that down below. Now I know I didn't use every herb patch possible, but I haven't unlocked them all, so that's kind of why I haven't done it. If you want to unlock the other ones and add them in, that's absolutely fine. The checkpoints are quite good because it just shows you where and when you can kind of have a little bit of compromise in terms of the route you take. Now I know this guide is not perfect, but it works. You can use these checkpoints in any combination to make one that works for you. That is where I'm going to close it off today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.